Hey folks, what a view behind me. I'm at Blackbull Markets headquarters here in Auckland, New Zealand. Speaking of views, you can get TradingView paid plans for free at Blackbull Markets, saving you up to $600 a year. Get either the Essential Plus or Premium plans absolutely free. All you need to do is trade from one lot a month at Blackbull Markets. And you can also get a 100% deposit bonus for your first deposit up to $1,000. All you need to do is click the Trading Nut link in the description below. Our sponsor Blue Guardian is the only prop firm that gives their traders a tool to protect them from hitting their max daily loss and over trading. It's super simple to use. Just set the Guardian Protector each day from your dashboard. Did you also know that they've just released an unlimited time evaluation with a 0 trading days requirement, giving you plenty of time to hit their low 8 and 4% targets, making it super fast to get funded. Plus, it's cheaper than the 40-day time limit evaluation. Check out the link and coupon in the description to get 10% off your next Blue Guardian evaluation.
Morning traders, morning, good day, good evening, depending on which time zone you're in. Hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are awesome. Let's talk about trades. So the last time we spoke, I told you I was in this New Zealand franc trade. I was worried at the time because it looked like this was creating a flag, a bullish flag, and it was probably going to break out to the top side. Then I explained that if it does that, I have another entry over here to short it as well. But for now, it's looking like I may have gotten this trade wrong, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. This will be my first loss of the month, which is cool. I'll take that. Now, I talked about AUD CAD and I talked about AUD franc. And I was going to do the markups beforehand. And I thought, okay, you know, that might be just like a waste of a lesson. Let me actually try to do them with you. And yeah, let's do that. Let's start with AUD CAD. All right. I mentioned to you guys that it's a downtrend. It's clear as day. It's a downtrend. So basically, we haven't seen any indications that this is going to change the direction that it's been heading for a while now. Obviously, it will eventually do that, but there has been no indication so far. So what we need to do right now is we need to identify a key level that the market can reject, right? We're in a downtrend. We're anticipating that the downtrend is going to continue, then going down. Very simple. Gold, big, bruh. Give me a second, bro. Give me a second. Let's go back to AUD CAD. So we're in a downtrend. And we expect that the market is going to continue going down. So we're looking for reversal points, really. We're looking for just reversal points. As you can see, every time it went up, it reversed on something. Right? Here, this was the resistance that it rejected. Here, came down. And then here, this was the resistance that it rejected, and then it came down. So the last rejection we had was this one, really. The last key level, because this hasn't made a lower low. So I can't really say that, it's rejected as it. But I'll say this is the last level that got rejected. Here. Low, came up, tested it, rejected it, and then made a lower low. So very simple stuff. Not going to complicate it. Here we go. This is my key level. I want to see a rejection from there. This is my entry. So go like that. Now, obviously, I'm expecting a lower low. So I'm expecting this low at the very least to get taken out. That would give me about a 1-to-1. Let me see if I can actually target a lower level. Let's see. Maybe make it a little bit more lucrative. Those got taken out by that, and then the next one is all the way down here. Yeah, I think this is gonna fall. When it falls, it's gonna fall. I think I'll take that. I'll take that one. There you go. This is my trade then for AUD franc. I'll then just place a sell limit on it so that when it does push up here, we have high impact news in regards to AUD in later on this evening. At midnight, we've got the RBA, Governor Bullock speaks. 2 hours after that, we've got the employment change, unemployment rates. And then at 3, or let's say an hour after that, we have the USD core retail sales. So it's going to be a very busy day tomorrow. Maybe during the course of today, we get the entry and then the unemployment rate comes out, pushes it down. Maybe we range and then the unemployment rate pushes it up and gives us the entry, and then we hope for it to reverse. Anything can happen. Anyway, let's do AUD franc as well. So I was saying that I think we're here. I think we're beginning to retrace. And I was saying that if we were to break beneath here, then obviously my whole ideas, all my ideas about this would then be invalidated, because I was expecting, or I'm still expecting, AUD franc to rally up. But obviously, if we're going to do that, I can either then, because I use pending orders, remember, right? So I can either use a buy stop and I can enter above the current price, or I can use a buy limit and I can enter below the current price. I love to enter below the current price when I'm trying to buy, because there's that inducing move that will happen, right? So I'm expecting, even though we're in a bullish trend right now, I'm expecting some bearish moves to come down and test perhaps this trend line, or maybe even this key level here, and then bounce off of it and then go up. That is what I am hoping for, expecting. Yeah, so let's do some mock-ups. Someone really, really intelligent once told me once that, like, don't think of a key level as a key level, even though we call them key levels. Think of it as a key zone. So, if you don't want to get left behind on trades, think of it as, like whatever the level is, 5 to 10 pips above it and 5 to 10 pips below it. Just some advice for you there. This was the low of the week, wasn't it? It was. Let's see. 5663. Is it 5663? Yeah, it is. This is a good level to aim for once you've gotten a retracement. Let me see. Or something here. I'm looking at this. Maybe resistance here, support here. So like somewhere in here. Resistance here, support here, resistance here, support here, resistance here. So in here is a very strong level. I can do this one here. Let's see. 5, 7. It'll probably go higher. Like I said, we've got like resistance here, support here, resistance here, support. Like there's a very strong level in here somewhere. Like here, like this. There's a very strong level in there. And I think ultimately that's where we're going to go to. But like I said, even though we call them key levels, it's like a key zone. So I don't want to find myself, here and then the market reverses and, I could have taken my money. So just delete this and then that. This is something like this. Okay. So those are my two ideas for AUD franc and AUD CAD. Now, gold. I've been calling sells on gold for a while. Okay. Back here, basically. And the market was like pushing against. And I just thought to myself that like just every move, like as you can see with my trades, like I like price to move in one direction, I enter and then I catch the retracement. So every push above here was really just an opportunity to go short. And as you can see, this thing has fallen off a cliff. I think because I honestly suspect that DXY has not finished with its rally. We're still going to see much, much higher prices with dollar index, maybe at least 105.72. Because of that, it's going to push gold lower. It's going to push gold much lower. So for now, I think once this is taken out, this would be like, the next target, 1933. Once this has been taken out, right? Now, how it can do that is, it can come down, it can take it out, and then most likely it'll begin to retrace. Because of this was such a sharp move, I would look at that retracement as a bearish flag, something like this. It comes down, then a channel forms, price going up, break, comes down even lower. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, you get the idea. That's what I would think, right? I think honestly, because the dollar index still has a way to go, man, a pretty decent way to go. So I think it's going to push gold even lower. However, this is probably the level that we're all looking at. I know banks have highlighted this level that, this is going to get reached at least. What happens after here will kind of dictate whether this is going to continue falling or if it's going to find support and then come back up. Yeah, that's my perspective on gold. I had a trade when I did my analysis on USD JPY for this trade here. I said to whoever was watching that I expected 15167 to get hit as well, even though this was my target, and I was more than happy to take my 100 pips and hit the road. I did say that I do expect it to keep on going, and I marked this level at 151.67 as a level. So yeah, if you're given a flag pattern or something here, I don't see why you wouldn't want to take that as a bullish trade and get yourself some money. However, once this gets reached, and I don't know where DXY is going to be when this gets reached, but once this gets reached, for me, I will then start looking at, okay, I would at least start anticipating that the market is going to do some or other kind of retracement. Ranging will probably start happening, so as I know with myself, with my strategy, I'm not very good in a range. I'm not a good scalper. I'm a swing trader. So when that starts happening, so when my USD JPY target gets reached, and at the same time, gold achieves this here, I'm gonna then chill for a second because I'm expecting some kind of a range at that point. And then I'll make my mind up as to, okay, do I think it's going to continue falling or if this is it? So yeah, New Zealand franc pushing higher to my stop loss. Sad. Sad days. I thought I was going to have a perfect month this month. I really thought I was going to have a perfect trading month. But doesn't look like it. But let me not jinx myself, actually. Let me not jinx myself at all. Because it could, it could do something. However, I don't see what the catalyst would be. It would be this AUD news, maybe. Because Australia and New Zealand are so close together. Sometimes they influence each other. Like they're correlated. Let's say that AUD and New Zealand are correlated. AUD franc and New Zealand franc. I wonder. wonder. Because I essentially expect, from my analysis that I just did, I expect AUD franc to go down. So maybe that can give me my exit here, my TP being hit, because I don't know, maybe it's just wishful thinking. Maybe it's just wishful thinking. But yeah, AUD franc falls, AUD CAD. I need to have an entry though. If that fall is going to be legit. Yes. Got in, got stopped out, hit my target. It's cool. It's cool. What do you guys think here? I remember doing this with you guys. What is good? What is good? What is good? What is good? Any ideas? Any pairs you guys want me to take a glance at while I'm still here? Bullish. Very bullish. I am very bullish on pound NZD. Very, very bullish. I feel like any move to the downside should be an opportunity to buy. But obviously, this is pound NZD, right? So, it's a huge mover. So you have to really measure your position size correctly. But yeah, this is what I found when I did this. And I just left it here as a pending trade because I am expecting it to break out to the top side and give me a fill, and then eventually hit my target. So I am bullish on pound NZD. If you're looking at this on like anything lower than a 4-hour chart, then yeah, I don't think there's anything I can share of value, because even right now it's in a range, unless you're going to be buying either this or this level. But for me, I'm only going to be involved in this trade once we reach here. That's how I feel about pound NZD. All I'm focusing on the US 30 and US 100. Yeah. Most people do. Most people that like trade indices, those things. Most people that trade them, they don't trade anything else. And I guess, because of how much it moves in one day, I don't blame them, because you'll find ample, enough opportunities from just trading, indices. So I don't knock it. I don't trade them at all. But yeah, the people that do seem to be doing very well. Downtrend. Could be. Hey, when you say downtrend, you mean this? Because I mean, okay. It all really depends on like trading styles, I think. Because if you're like a day trader or a scalper, then this would be very significant to you. You'd be selling these highs because you would be correct. This is a downtrend. However, if you're a swing trader, you cannot think of this as a downtrend. You have to think of this as, an accumulation pattern before the breakout, if you're a swing trader. So yeah, I expect us to see different things, even though we're looking at the same thing. I'd really appreciate this trade if it just, and I remember just looking at it when it was down here and thinking, should I like move my stop? And I thought, no, it hasn't fallen enough, But then I'm actually glad I didn't, because if I did move my stop, I would have been stopped up by now. And that is kind of cool. If this does turn into a loss, then it would have been better to get stopped out earlier. But if this turns into a winning trade, it would really suck to get stopped out and then watch the price go in your direction. So anyway, for now, I'm still holding it. This is the only trade I have open right now on my Blue Guardian funded account or challenge account. And hoping for a winner. But even if we lose, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. On the bright side, regardless of how this news comes out, this unemployment rate news on AUD, I'm going to get filled on at least one of these, right? Because if it moves up, I get filled here. Then I'm praying and crossing my fingers that it comes back down. If it moves down, then I get filled here. And then I'm praying and crossing my fingers that it moves back up. It would be really cool though if I were to get filled to like, and then it moves down, hits my TP here, fills me here, and it could be cool. Could be cool. I know it's a lot to ask for, but that would be dope. That would be dope. Wouldn't be unusual. Sorry. That's cool. Okay. The only pairs I'm looking at right now are the one pair that I'm in right now, New Zealand franc, and I am waiting for entries on AUD CAD and AUD franc. On which pair? Any other pairs, guys? I wonder how many of you guys are actually swing traders? How many of you guys day trade, and how many of you are swing traders? Yes, TJPY. Yeah, it must just go up. It must just go up. Let's see. It should just go up once. This is a lot like, which pattern is it? No. This, yes. there are similarities between these two. UC CAD is also resting on a support as well. So this should be like one more push that comes out of DXY and all the USD pairs. One more push to the upside. New Zealand CAD. I am actually I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows? Who knows? But it will reject one of these levels. 1 or 2. It will reject it. At least I hope it rejects it. I'll just leave it on there. Hey, I completely forgot about this one. Decent support here. We haven't been able to stay above. You see what this pink box is? If I do this, you see that? Every time we've come to this pink box, like this is 2022 now that I'm looking at. 2022. Yeah. Rejected, 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 rejected. So, yeah. When we find ourselves here, I'm expecting another rejection, and I'll place my stop in a place where kind of never been there. So we're either going to do something we haven't done in the last, I don't know, how many years is this? Since, yeah, we're either going to do something that we haven't done in 8 years, because the last time we were above this pink box and maintained above it, it was 2015. So, looking for some move, wick, anything to give me a fill, and then I'm gonna catch the move back down. I wonder. I think we're going to move. I think AUD NZD don't really have a position on it, but just if I'm just looking at probability, I think that we're gonna push back into this channel, this range, or whatever you want to call it, because right now where we are, we're hitting levels that every time we've hit them, we've bounced off, and in an aggressive way too. Bounced off, bounced off, bounced off, bounced off, bounced off, bounced off, bounced off. So, hey, I think, I mean, unless we're gonna come back, retest this trend line, and then fall. But yeah, I trade with probabilities, and if we've done this now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, there's a chance we'll do it again. This is the last trade I took on Euro AUD, and I got it wrong. Shame. All right, yeah. So just giving you guys, you know, the lay of the land, as far as I see it, at least. I think I'm probably out, almost out. Shame, man. Shame. Yeah. All right, guys. I'll check you guys on the next live. I am going to dip. It's been real. It's been cool. I think by the time we speak on the next live, I will have a fill at least on one of these. And then we'll discuss that. I might even be stopped out of this by then. And we'll discuss that too.